Wyoming.
Mr. President, I'm pleased to join with my colleagues in urging the Senate to allow this widely supported bipartisan amendment to move forward. I want to thank Ranking Member Toomey, Senator Warner, Senator Portman, Senator Sinema, and Chairman Wyden. Chairman Wyden, in particular, thank you for your early commitment to me to get this right and for your partnership. The amendment before us specifies that persons who validate distributed ledger data, including digital asset miners and stakers, and those who provide hardware and software wallets, are not required to report customer information to the Internal Revenue Service. This is essential because those persons would not have access to the customer information necessary to comply with this requirement anyway. Equally important in this amendment are clarifications to the definition of broker that will ensure that software protocol developers will not be swept up in IRS reporting requirements. Developers are the lifeblood of innovation, and subjecting them to reporting would have far-reaching implications on privacy and on the evolution of technology in this country, not to mention that most developers would not have access to useful data. This bill is very likely going to become law, and it's important that these changes become law along with the bill. That's why I urge my colleagues not to let the perfect be the enemy of the good. I recognize there's dissatisfaction on both sides of the aisle with the lack of opportunity to offer amendments and to expedite debate. However, I ask you to weigh those concerns against the importance of providing millions of Americans with additional clarity on the scope of their coming obligations to the IRS. America is a country of innovation. Right now, our financial system is evolving before our eyes in much the same way that the internet first began to find a foothold in the mid-1990s. Distributed ledgers, digital assets, and other forms of financial technology are in the early stages of transforming the way we share and store value. This amendment has started the debate on many difficult questions relating to financial technology that the Senate must address over the next few years. We're reacting to what was put before us. I wish that we were implementing from the get-go, but that's not where we find ourselves today. So let's get this broker definition as good as possible now, and then move forward this fall with other definitions that will be important to producing a regulatory sandbox for digital assets that allow innovators to keep innovating. We're in a difficult space right now. We're transitioning from the industrial economy to the technology, and it's a bumpy ride. It's disruptive for all of us, especially those of us who grew up in the end of the industrial age and are so new to this technology age. But we can adapt, we can be helpful, and we can help forge a very reasonable place for the innovators to work from. There's a proverb that says, "A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step." Mr. President, this amendment is the very first step in a long journey, and we're all going to take it together. This journey is about America renewing its commitment to innovation and retaining its role as the leader in the global economy for future generations. I look forward to working with each of you to make sure we get there, and I promise to be a partner to anyone willing to listen and learn. I urge my colleagues not to object and to allow this amendment to proceed to adoption. Thank you, and I yield back to the Senator from Pennsylvania, Mr. Toomey.